Alright guys, what's up? It is John with WTBLAaaHGaming, and I'm coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. I tried recording this once, and I misclicked or something, and it stopped recording like halfway through it. I'm kind of pissed off about that, but anyways. This is a Skyscourge deck, or the deck is designed to get out the Skyscourge monsters. My wife came to me. My wife really likes the artwork on these cards. She likes these cards just in general and stuff. So she's like, "Can you build a deck based around them?" And I was like, "Absolutely." I came up with this idea, and then I went online. Of course, other people have already done this like forever before. It's just really good overall, solid build for the Skyscourge. Like I haven't seen much more built to where these are like really good. Anyways, I'll go ahead and hop right into it. We're playing the one Blackluster Soldier because we're playing so many light and dark monsters. It makes sense to play the BLS. BLS is a great card overall. For the Skyscourge monsters, we're playing one Enrise, one Incivil, and one Norealis. Excuse me. If you don't know what the Skyscourge monsters do, you have Enrise, which is like a less good version of Chaos Sorcerer. I apologize, my English is bad. But you remove 3 Fairy type monsters and 1 Dark Fiend type monster from play, and then you can banish 1 face up monster your opponent controls, and he can't attack the turn you activate the effect. So Enrise is like a less good version of Chaos Sorcerer. He kind of looks like Chaos Sorcerer. He's doing the whole like weird, yeah. Anyways, and then we have Skyscourge and Civil. This is actually a really good card. If you wanted to play it on a little more competitive level, you could probably take out one Enrise and put in Civil if you wanted to do that, or you can take out these and put in the Chaos Sorcerers if you like. In Civil, he gets 2 effects depending on what you tribute summon him for. He can't be special summon. But if you tribute a light fairy, it negates all effects of spell cards, and if you tribute a dark fiend, it negates all trap cards. So it's like a spell canceller and a Jinzo combined into one monster. It's pretty cool. And then we have the Skyscourge Norealis. This card is absolutely nuts. I have seen Norealis OTKs. This card is savage. Norealis requires 1 light fairy type monster and 3 dark fiend type monsters removed from your graveyard. And then you can pay 1,000 life points, send all cards in the field in both players' hands to the graveyard, and then you get to draw 1 card. So it's like Chaos Emperor, except without the damage. Norealis combos really good with Farfa, because Farfa can remove the Dante from play, and then Norealis' effect goes off, you get to draw, and so on and so forth. You get the Dante back at the end of the turn, so you're not, like, have nothing at all. Not to mention your, if you have a field... excuse me. If you have a field full of like Burning Abyss cards, they're all floaters. So once they hit the graveyard, you're gonna get effects off and stuff, anyways. For the artifact lineup, we play triple Scythe, 1 Moral Attack, and triple Lancia. We're playing the Scythe because of the way the format is. Everyone has an extra deck. Even Monarchs are playing extra decks now, so it makes sense just to play the triple Scythe to make it to where your opponent, can't summon from the extra deck. The 1 Moral Attack, we'd play 3 if we had it at 3, but Moral Attack is a great card. Special summon, you can destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls. Just an overall really good card. Triple Lancia, because a lot of decks nowadays banish. Cosmos banish, even Monarchs banish, Shiranui banish. I know Shiranui aren't like super competitive, but a couple of our guys in a group play Shiranui, so Lancia is an overall really good card. For the Burning Abyss, we're playing Double Sir. You gotta get that special summon from the graveyard. The 1 Rush Rhino. We're only playing the 1 Rhino because I found that playing more than it, you see it too much, and you don't want to see it a lot. It's a good card, but at the same time, you want like the light and dark. You don't really want an Earth Fiend, so he can't be used to remove from play. So sometimes I'll end up like milling him and be like, oh man, that sucks. But anyways, the 1 Cow Cab, just so you can target a set spell and trap card, get rid of like your opponent's solemn strikes and stuff before they can use them. The 1 Alich, target a face-up monster on the field, negate its effects. You never know when it'll come in handy, but it can come in handy. Double Farfa. Farfa is really good, being able to banish monsters, whether it be your opponent's monsters or your monsters. Farfa's effect comes in handy like all the time. Playing the 1 Graph for the special summon out of the graveyard. Or sorry, special summon from the deck, serves from the graveyard. The 1 Tour Guide, because we can only play the 1. And then the triple Scarm to search out our Burning Abyss monsters that we need and stuff like that. For spells, we're playing the 1 Raigeki, just for field removal. 1 MST, 1 Twin Twister, and then 2 Ignition. The reason I'm not playing 3 Ignition and I'm playing the 1 MST and the 1 Twin Twister is because Ignition you cannot use if you do not have an artifact in the deck. And with all the milling that you do through like your Dantes and even your Beatrice sending stuff to the graveyard that you need in order to get these guys out, you do run into the whole like you don't have another artifact to send. It doesn't happen very often. Usually you can either OTK or kill your opponent pretty quickly. So it usually really doesn't happen. For traps, double time space trap hole. This is one of, in my opinion, one of the best cards in the game at the moment. There are a lot of pendulum-based decks, and then other decks overall. If this was a counter trap card, this would be so nuts. But anyways, one of the better cards in the game at the moment because, I mean, people don't mind paying life points if they know they can win next turn. So paying 4,000 life points to make sure your opponent doesn't have a field is not a big deal, as some people might think. But I mean, I've played pendulum decks and I've had this flipped on me and I've lost my entire field back to my deck and I'm just like, well, what? Okay then, can't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Then we're playing Stormy Mirror Force again for like mirror match or even just monsters that you really don't want them getting effects off of. Sending it like back to your opponent's hand is really good. You could, excuse me, good grief. You can replace this with strikes if you like. I do not like actually doing deck profiles without cards that I actually own. I do not own Solemn Strikes. That's why these aren't. I also don't like using cards that we don't have yet. These would probably be Rippling Mirror Forces because that card is going to be amazing. Triple Artifact Sanctum, being able to flick the Sanctum either at the end of your opponent's turn or even them hitting it and you getting that free pop of it and stuff because people are worried about back row, especially when you play heavy back row. The one Bottomless Trap Hole in this format is really good. Just banishing stuff is really good in general. Double Great Horn of Heaven. Great Horn of Heaven is just a really good card overall when your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, negate the special summon, and then destroy the monsters, and your opponent draws 1 card, and then you end the main phase. No, that does not mean it automatically ends their turn. Your opponent can enter a battle phase without monsters. It will give them a main phase too. That was ruled after this card came out. Needless to say, most people don't. It doesn't matter. All it does is allow them to like set up like background stuff if they haven't. And then the one Solemn Warning wrapping up the 40 card deck is pretty cool. Going on to the extra deck, we're playing the one Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, just to overlay on top of our 5s. 2 Beatrice. Beatrice is really good. Playing the triple Dante, you might as well play 2 Beatrice. You can play 2 Beatrice for another reason. These guys are here. I'll get into that in a second. Just having the Foolish Burial effect is really good. Getting that last either like light or dark into your graveyard. The one Constellar Pleiades, because we're playing the artifacts, why not? Sending cards again back to your opponent's hands. It's a pain in the ass is what it really is. The 61 Volcasaurus for the damage. 2 Durendos, because Durendo's effect is really cool. Being able to shuffle your hand back. Also with the whole making your opponent destroy stuff instead of other stuff is really funny. The one Acid Golem just for the powerhouse. The one Nightmare Shark because we can. The one Super Quantum Mecha Beasts. Grampulse? I can't ever remember his name. Dolphin Guy. Dolphin Guy just because he's better than damn it, I can't Alucard. Destroying stuff. Spells and traps. Double Leviair because Leviair is amazing in this deck. Being able to get your banished stuff back is really fun. And then Triple Dante because he's a mill engine. He mills shit into the graveyard for you. The reason I have these down here, these are other choices if you don't really want to play the other Skyscourge. I suggest if you want to see these more often, get rid of the BLS and add in 1 more of each and play 2-2-2. You'll probably see more that way. You don't see these a lot, but you don't really need to see them a lot. The deck is designed to be able to get them out easily if you can like actually get them and stuff. So if you want to play it a little more competitively, keep the Norialises in and take out the Incivil, the Enrice. You can keep the BLS if you like. Put in 2 Chaos Sorcerers, or you can take out the BLS and put in the 3 Chaos Sorcerers, up to you. The Chaos Sorcerers also allow access to your Beatrice because they are level 6s, stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think. If you got any suggestions or advice on the deck, I'm willing to listen. It's a really, really fun deck to play. Right now, I'm kind of playing with other decks at the moment, but I really wanted to like profile this for you. I did a profile in real life, but I didn't explain things very well, so I wanted to redo it and stuff. But thank you guys again so much for watching. This has been John with WTBLAaaHGaming, and I will see you guys next time.